G'day and welcome back to the channel. I want to talk about climate change. No, I don't. I don't want to talk about climate change. But climate change is a really important issue. It affects each and every one of us, and it will even more so affect our children and our grandchildren and their children, because the world is changing. Now, I'm not going to go into the whys and wherefores and the who's to blames, but one thing is for certain. Whether you believe that climate change is a natural phenomenon, whether it's caused by mankind's burning of fossil fuels, the one thing that we must be doing is trying to mitigate the damage that's being caused. If we can reduce our reliance on fossil fuels, if we can reduce our carbon emissions, then it's good for the planet. Doesn't matter why things are getting hotter, it's got to be good for the planet. Now, so I have a lot of sympathy for the climate change community who are working very hard to try and educate the public to get laws passed that will help ensure that the planet is protected. But there's one group I have no time for. It is the Extinction Rebellion. I'm sorry, these people, I cannot believe it. Now, this is a channel about radio-controlled model aircraft and drones. So why am I talking about climate change? Well, because thanks to the proposed activities of the Extinction Rebellion, the two are now inexorably linked. Because, according to written announcements made by this group of climate change activists, they're going to be flying drones, having a picnic and flying drones around Heathrow later this month. And we know, as a community, the drone and RC model flying community know you don't fly near airports. This is now a matter of law. In the UK, you may not fly near airports. It's against the law. And although the climate change activists say that they're engaging in civil disobedience if they fly drones near Heathrow Airport, they're actually not. They're they're engaging in criminal behaviour. It is placing lives in danger. Now, I many times have spoken about the very low risks associated with flying drones and the chances of a drone hitting an aircraft and what the results might be. But even I acknowledge there is a risk. There is always a risk, however small. Now, the situation we have at the moment is this group of climate change activists have lost the plot, totally lost the plot. Let me explain what I mean. First of all, they are going to throw the RC model flying and drone community under a bus. They are. They have got no respect for other people, no respect for the people who, this is our hobby, this is our leisure activity, this is, for some of us, this is the thing we live for. You know, this is a really important part of many people's lives, and we're talking millions of people's lives around the world. It is just as important as climate change to some of these people. So why are you completely disrespecting these people? Why are you saying, we don't give a damn about you and your drones, we're going to use your hobby as a weapon, as a tool in the fight for our cause? And I mean, no, it's one thing to make a statement, to take actions to further your cause. It's another thing to wreck another group's rights, freedoms, and privileges, which is what you're doing. We already have enough trouble with in the drone and RC model community, we have enough trouble with the public perception of this hobby. And people are complaining about it, and regulators are increasing the restrictions. Since the incident, the alleged drone incident at Gatwick last Christmas, we've had enormous restrictions placed on what we can do in our hobby. And now, if you go ahead with your ridiculous picnic and drone flying, it's going to be worse. It won't affect you guys because it's not your hobby. You're using these drones as a tool, simply as a tool to find a means to an end. And so how irresponsible you are, not only in terms of safety, but to the drone and model flying community. Now, I speak for the drone and model flying community. I am an influencer, and I have, look at the stats for this channel. You'll see 80 million views, hundreds of, or over 100,000, what is it, nearly 200,000 subscribers. I represent a lot of people. And what you're going to do, if you go ahead with this ridiculous drone flying protest, is you're going to piss these people off immensely. And that's not what you want. And I wonder how smart the Extinction Rebellion group is, because they're doing all the wrong things and they are damaging the climate change cause. Let me tell you what I mean. I've fought many battles against politicians, bureaucrats, regulators, authorities of all kinds. I've fought a huge number of battles because I'm very principled and I stand up for my principles. And I can say that without exception, I have won every battle. But I haven't won it by pissing the public off. Now, if you're going into battle to try and have changes made, and these changes ultimately have to be made by politicians, you need the public on your side. And I'm talking to you, you Extinction Rebellion, you're that memorable, I have to keep looking at your name, Extinction Rebellion group. You need to have the public on your side. And the only way you get the public on your side is by education and doing the right thing. Now, if you're going to piss off thousands of people by closing down Heathrow, you're not going to get the public on your side. They're going to become very anti-Extinction Rebellion. They're going to hate you. And as a result, they will hate your cause. You're going to alienate many people who would be a great value to the climate change cause. They're going to be alienated because you've ruined their holiday to Spain. You've pissed them off. And that's not how you win these battles. In every case where I've won a battle against a higher authority, I've won it by recruiting the public, getting the public on side, showing them that, we're striving for the same goal. And, I respect the public and ask for them to respect my rights in return. It works. You don't piss them off. You piss them off, they'll kick you to the curb. You get nowhere. You are damaging the climate change cause immensely. Don't do it. It's an act of utter stupidity. Now I've had a look at the Extinction Rebellion website, and I have to say, you guys are doing a really bad job. It looks like you're rent-a-mob. You seem to be more interested in creating disruption and making a noise and getting yourselves in the paper than you are in actually protecting the causes that you stand for. That's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. And the worst thing you can do right now is piss off hundreds of thousands, millions of drone and model flies around the world who will be very badly hurt by your actions. Because we will get the blame. We'll get the blame. Now, I would ask you just to call up, have your picnic. Go and have a picnic, have as much picnic as you like, but don't take any drones. Don't fly any drones. Or you're saying, stuff you, model flies, we don't care about you. And if you don't care about us, why should we care about you or your cause? So think it through. Just think it through. And I would also say this. If you do go ahead and fly drones and have a picnic, I want you to all to be able to say, hands on heart, that you walked or cycled to that picnic. Because if you're anti-climate change, I don't want to see hypocrisy from you guys. I don't want to see you driving cars. I don't want to see you riding motorcycles. I don't want to see you even in a bus. Because that doesn't help the planet. Walk, cycle, or get the t-shirt that says, I'm a hypocrite, troublemaking hypocrite that hates drones and drone flyers, because that's what you're painting yourselves to be. So there you go. Now, I might have this all wrong. Perhaps I've got it all wrong. If I have, tell me. If you're from the Extinction Rebellion group, come into the comments, have your say. Tell us where I've got wrong. Now, you've said that, you're not going to compromise public safety, which to me further provides suggestion that you don't know what you're doing, because you will. If you fly drones near an airport, you're compromising public safety. It's just a fact. It's an utter fact. You cannot deny it. You can deny it, but it just makes you look silly because it shows you don't understand. So there you go. Go into the comments. Put your side of the story. Now, if you're a model flyer or a drone flyer and you're as outraged as I am that this group of climate change activists are prepared to throw us under a bus just to make a noise and get the pictures in the paper, then you tell me down there below. Have I got this wrong? Am I the only person that is utterly outraged that another group would show such little respect for us as a drone and model flying community? We need to take action now. We've got our own problems. We're fighting our own fights. We don't need people like this activist group to come in and wreck things for us. We've already lost enough freedoms, enough rights, enough privileges to lose even more because a bunch of clowns who don't understand drones want to use drones as a weapon to create a whole lot of noise, and in doing so actually weaken the things they supposedly stand for. There you go, you tell me. Am I right? Am I wrong? To the comments, please. Thanks for watching, and please share this video. Please tell your friends about this video, whether you are pro-climate change, anti-climate change, whether you're an activist or whether you're just a drone and model flyer. Everyone needs to get in on this. We need to make sure that the world knows that the model and drone flying community have got nothing to do with this. We condemn this action with every fibre of our body. There you go. Thanks. Got work to do. Bye for now.